What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'll be doing a video talking about each AFL team's most surprising players. So as you know, it's coming to the end of the 2021 AFL season, so I thought maybe I'll just talk about the most surprising AFL players. I didn't want to just put names and just normal templates I usually use, so yeah, I decided to talk about it. So yeah, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so first we have Taylor Walker for Adelaide Crows. He's had a breakout season. People thought he was going to retire by the end of 2020 season. He was, I think, getting dropped a bit, and yeah, he was just up and down. But yeah, this year he just came out round one and kicked like 4 goals. But yeah, he nearly won the Coleman, but because of a disappointing ending of the season, because he said very, I think, rude words to like Aboriginal people, was racism, which is terrible. You shouldn't do that. And yeah, if it wasn't for that, I probably would have said that this has probably been his career best season. But yeah, I'm giving the most surprising player to Taylor Walker. And for some teams, not all, I'll probably add a backup, like a kind of like an honourable mention. And that player is Ben Keays. I don't know if he was pretty good last year, but he was traded he was delisted, I think, by Brisbane, and yeah, he's come out with a bang. Played really good footy, a key part to the Adelaide Crows midfield, and yeah, they definitely want to keep him. So yeah, that's Adelaide Crows. All right, next we have Jarryd Lyons. He's one of top 5 for AFL fantasy, or the points or whatever, and yeah, he's had a breakout season. He was basically traded to Brisbane for basically nothing, because Gold Coast, I don't know why, but Gold Coast traded him, and they got like a terrible pick that was not used or something. So yeah, that is Brisbane's most surprising / breakout player, because yeah, he's been when Neil wasn't playing, he stood up a lot, and I think he won 2 of the Queensland Clash, whatever the medal is called, but yeah, he won 2 of those. So yeah, Brisbane Lions goes to Jarryd Lyons. Alright, now we have Carlton, who didn't probably have the best season as they wished for, but for me, I'm going with the Coleman medalist. Harry McKay. He was drafted in 2015. He was just known to be that key forward that always was on the lead and kick reliable ball goals. But I don't think anyone predicted him to win the Coleman. He's been really good. He actually even missed the last 3 games, I believe. So yeah, Harry McKay is probably the most surprising, and maybe Sam Walsh, but he was top 1. He was the first pick, so you'd probably expect him to be pretty good. So yeah, Harry McKay for this one. Alright, now on to Collingwood. I mean, they didn't have the best season they probably wished to have, or people probably thought top 8 contention and stuff, but yeah, there wasn't much surprising players. The good players still performed, like Jack Cripps, Braden Maynard and Jordan De Goey, but my surprising player, I think, is Oliver Henry. People expected him, like, he's a pretty big forward, key forward kind of role. People probably expected him to develop slowly, taking a few years, but he's come out, and yeah, he's definitely going to be a pivotal part to Collingwood's future forward line. And yeah, I just couldn't split between Darcy Cameron or Oliver Henry, but yeah, I thought Oliver Henry, because the games I watched him, he was actually pretty good. So yeah, he's a kid you'd want to have on your team and your forward line. So yeah, very good pick for Collingwood in the 2021 AFL draft. 2020. And for Essendon, I mean, we should probably all agree that it was Darcy Parish. He was pick 3 in 2015 as well. Didn't really perform well in the forward line, I believe, for the first 5 years, but then Essendon put him straight into the midfield because Dylan Shiel was actually injured, and that's definitely played off. He's a big game player. I think he's won all 3 medals, like the Dreamtime, the Anzac Day, and the one where it's like the Country Town thing against Geelong. But yeah, great player and could place very well in the Brownlow medal. For Fremantle, I have chosen David Mundy. He's a pretty old veteran. Played a lot of games, very experienced, but people probably thought they didn't expect much of him because of how old he is. But yeah, he's been very good. Could place top 10 in the Brownlow, and yeah, could play for about 2 to 3 more years, maybe hit the 400 game mark. And speaking of very, very good midfield for Fremantle, Andy Brayshaw is my honourable mention. Yeah, he's almost certain to be the next Fremantle captain, and he's played really good. So, yeah, it's for Fremantle. All right, now onto the aging Geelong list. There's a lot of people that have played very good games, but yeah, you wouldn't call Tom Morgan surprising. He's always been good. So I'm going with Zach Guthrie. He's gone recently before. He's gone with the tagging role, but I think now he's a full midfielder. So yeah, I reckon he had a pretty good year. I don't think he'll place that well in the Brownlow. He didn't make the All-Australian team, but he's definitely one of the most important Geelong players. Very good, very stable. And yeah, that's for Geelong. And then after Geelong, we have Gold Coast. So I feel like everyone probably expected it to be Matt Rowell. He was amazing in 2020 debut season, but I feel like he's not that good of a player anymore. Definitely because of injury, but yeah, I'm going Touk Miller. Touk Miller for Gold Coast. Placed first in their best and fairest. Definitely deserved it. I don't know, but yeah, he's just come out very well. Probably top 3 in the Brownlow, top 5. So yeah, congrats to him, and he is the Gold Coast nomination. Then we have GWS. So yeah, there's been a lot of surprising players, and for my first nomination, I'm going to go Shay Mumford. He's a big mummy. He's retired about 3 times, but he's still a very, very important player for GWS. I don't know if he'll play in 2022, but yeah, amazing ruckman, big mummy. And the honourable mention is Jesse Hogan. People were shocked that Jeremy Cameron left, and yeah, Jesse Hogan, he's been a very good replacement and been very good. Now, on to my Hawkers. First nomination, or probably most people would agree, is CJ Chankoth Jaff. I think that's how I say it. He's so fast. Just amazing backman. Maybe playing on the wing in the future. I would love to see him there. He's very fast. And yeah, no one probably saw this coming, but he's so fast. He's so fast, and basically one of my favourite players to watch and just in general. So yeah, and honourable mention goes to Dylan Moore. With Luke Breust aging, he's going to be an amazing small forward. I think he was delisted and put on the rookie list, I think, last year. So yeah, amazing story for Dylan Moore. So Melbourne, they just suddenly became good, and a massive reason is because of Keziah Pickett. He's such a dynamic small forward. Honestly, probably the closest thing to Cyril Rioli. He could be even better. I don't think he will be because Hawthorn bias, of course, but he's going to be a great player and definitely up there for one of the top 10 small forwards maybe in the future. But yeah, a massive part to Melbourne's success. Going from the first place on the ladder to the Wooden Spooners, North Melbourne, a lot of young stars just popped out, did really good. But I'm going with Aaron Hall because, yeah, I think he's about 30 and he was just getting a lot of, not much attention, getting dropped. But this year he's suddenly retained his spot. And yeah, one of the best players for North. Didn't really see much North games, but he was really good. And again, going from the Wooden Spooners to another premiership favourite, which is Port Adelaide. So, yeah, for them, they've had a lot of amazing players that just stood out. But for me, I'm going with Mitch Georgiadis. I don't think people expected him to be that good, or be that good very early. He was third in the NAB Rising Star. And yeah, I don't know if he'll play in the prelim because at the time I'm filming this, teams haven't come out. But yeah, he's been a massive success and good get for Port Adelaide. So yeah, it's for Port Adelaide. All right, now we have Richmond, the reigning premiers, who surprisingly didn't make the 8. I think they'll go again next year. So no doubt that will be good. Dustin Martin missed out, and the player that had to stand out was Shai Bolton. So yeah, I don't think he was drafted that high, but been a good get. He's kind of a small forward, midfield kind of role. Yeah, amazing player. I don't think he'll pull good in the Brownlow as well, but yeah, just he's going to be an amazing player in the future. Might be traded. I doubt he will though. So yeah, Shai Bolton for Richmond. I'm now going on to St Kilda. I genuinely this probably took the longest to find, but I'm going with Wilkie. Yeah, Cardi really rates him. But I didn't ask him. I just see him really rates him on streams and stuff. So yeah, Wilkie, he's been a very good defender for the St Kilda. He's been playing on big forwards like Tom Hawkins. I think he kept him goalless or something. But yeah, Wilkie for St Kilda nomination. Yeah, now onto the red and white. Sydney Swans. I think they probably have the most surprising and best young list. So first I'm going to go with Errol Goulden. He was drafted like around the 30s, next generation academy, so I don't think anyone would have got him in anyway. But yeah, amazing. I don't know what role he plays. I think he's a small forward midfield as well. But yeah, he's like Top Papley, but maybe even a bit better in the future. So yeah, great get for the Swans. Very big bargain. And the honourable mention is Tom Hickey. I think he's gone to this is his 4th club. And yeah, it's really worked out for them. Here's another massive part to Sydney's success. So yeah, Tom Hickey gets this honourable mention. Now, going on to the second hardest one to choose, I've gone with West Coast. Nick Naitanui. Yeah, he's been injured a lot of the seasons, but I think this is his 2nd consecutive season of not missing much games. I mean, a lot of midfielders now are missing games, like Luke Shuey, and yeah, a lot of good midfielders. So yeah, I had to go with Nick Naitanui because I don't think much West Coast players actually played well and performed. So yeah, Nick Naitanui. Alright, the last player. For the Western Bulldogs, I've gone with Tom Liberatore. Yeah, he's been very, very important to Bulldogs midfield. He's very underrated. Basically the start of every single thing the Bulldogs do, the ball movement, is basically because of him. So yeah, Tom Liberatore, his dad was an amazing player. He could be even better. So yeah, my nomination goes to Liberatore. And yeah, that's the end of the video. This video idea, I just thought of myself. I thought it was going to be pretty good. And yeah, leave in the comment section down below maybe some video ideas and what I could improve on. And if you enjoyed, maybe like and subscribe. And yeah, that's about it. See ya.